Hello, world. My name is Z, or you can call me Mr. Z. I am a web developer, and I am also a consultant at Z World Webs. My one goal is to develop custom websites that are specifically catered to your organization's needs. I completely understand that building a website is an exhilarating, exciting, and significant step in connecting with your audience. Your organization has Z potential to make a meaningful impact, whether it's supporting animal rights, advocating for equality, combating human trafficking, or honoring the brave individuals who have served our country. Your mission is too important to be held back by the challenges a website can present. And I am here to ensure that your website works for you, not against you. Whether it's maintaining, developing, or redeveloping a custom website that is specifically catered to your needs. And with that being said, I would be more than delighted to learn more about your organization and, of course, develop a website Z World is waiting for. Thank you.
Hey everyone, it's Zach, introducing a special edition to Miracle of a Community That Cares event, where award-winning children's author and community Pay It Forward giving partner Maggie Van Galen is generously donating 3 of her beloved books and 1 hour virtual authors meeting valued at over $175. You know us, we're going to do things a little bit different. Maggie will personally read these heartwarming stories during the event. You could be the solo sponsor of this read. Tickets are just $20, and the winning ticket holder will be announced December 21st at noon East. Don't miss a chance to make a meaningful impact this holiday season and get your tickets now by scanning the QR code or visiting us at communitypayitforward.us. When the form opens up, this is what it'll look like. Scroll down to the Make a Donation, Purchase a Ticket, or Become a Sponsor section. Get involved how it best suits you. Tickets can be bought by selecting the last option of this section. Thank you for supporting a miracle. Introducing Shop, Click, and Pick, the simplest way to support those doing good in communities everywhere. We understand that shopping is a necessity, but with a slight adjustment, you can make a huge difference without spending any extra money. Here's how it works. Please visit communitypayitforward.us and navigate to the Find Your Partners tab. Discover our verified giving partners, which are trusted allies ready to meet your needs. Shop with any of the partners that resonate with you. Click a picture of the receipt or invoice, then pick the mission partner you wish to support and use their QR code to send the receipt directly to us. After that, all you have to do is sit back and enjoy your purchases, knowing that you've made a meaningful change for someone in need. Community Pay It Forward amplifies your business's impact by sharing the story of those who require your services, rallying support for those who need us all. Because no one needs to go it alone when we all come together.
Born into a real fight wasn't right. Where can she dream here? Took a hold of her.
Hey there, everyone. How's it going? My name is Zach Clayton with Community Pay It Forward, Community Dare to Care, and the PAC channels. I'm here tonight on Wednesday with Community Impact. I want to thank you for joining me, for taking a little bit of time out of your day to talk about some things that are going on and how we can work together to help people who need our help. I was going to start talking about this weekend, but we played a video just a second ago talking about Maggie Van Galen, and I wanted to show her 3 books right here. Okay, these are the 3 books that she will be reading during an hour of the program. The program that we're talking about is A Miracle of a Community That Cares. What makes this so special is you have a chance, whether this is you as a person, you as a business, you as an organization, whatever it is, you have a chance to not only bid and win these 3 books, but also you get a chance to be the sponsor of Maggie's Hour. What does that entail? Very simply, you are going to come on with me and you're going to introduce yourself. You're going to introduce Maggie as a, and tell people about her story. Say a little something. Send out greetings to people that you love or people that, the people that you want to be with, but unfortunately can't be with. Maybe even people that you're with, but you just don't see them enough. And you just want to make sure that they understand that you miss them, and you wanted to give them a special prize. You can also tell people about people who are out there who are spending time away from their families this holiday season. We are getting a little bit of kickback on using the words holiday season, and I am going to explain why. I do not ask for apologies, and I will not take offense to it. If you prefer to say Merry Christmas, by all means, you can say it. But this is not a Christmas event. This is an event for everyone. This is an event because, quite frankly, loneliness should never be a part of anyone's holiday tradition. You can love and respect people no matter what your culture, or no matter what your religion, no matter what you feel. You are going to miss people. This is our chance to, for 37 straight hours, show love, show respect, show partnership, show togetherness, and show giving to each other in the entire world. We are 6 days right now from divisiveness. We are 6 days right now from people going, I'm just going to say, ape shit crazy. One side's going to go nuts, the other side's going to be pissed off. We're going to need to try to pull it together. As a society here in the United States, we're going to need to take and work together, and we're going to need to pull our asses out of the fire, okay? It's time that we leave the rhetoric behind, and it's time that we come together to make sure that we are not leaving anyone out. You do not have to support the way that someone else lives. You don't have to. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with seeing, not agreeing with the way that someone lives. But you need to remember that's the way they live, not you. Okay? I've said this to exhaustion. If I met somebody who was just like me, I would not get along with them. I know who I am. I know what I am. I know everything about me. I like getting along with other people and learning about other people because I want to learn things. I can't learn things from myself. I'm not going to surprise myself. I'm not going to wake up one day and say, oh my gosh, I like ice cream. I already know I like ice cream. Oh my gosh, I like helping people. I already know I like helping people. I want to work with people who understand what I'm doing, who don't understand what I'm doing. I want to work with people who are confused. I want to work with men, women. I want to work with people who of all races, all colors, all sexual orientation, all genders, all cultures, all religions, everything. I want to work with other people. A miracle of a community that cares is about this. It is about us working together. It's about us coming together. And it's about us making a difference for a lot of people. People we may never meet. We have a philosophy at Community Pay It Forward that I'm very, very proud of. That philosophy is very simple. You know what? We're going to keep talking. We're going to keep talking because someday somebody's going to accidentally hear something that we're saying, and it's going to change their life in a positive way. It's going to help them out of a situation that they're in. There are people that walk around all the time just trying to figure out little things that they can do to make a huge difference. Community Pay It Forward, one of the great things that I think we do is we tell those stories. I've started saying something that I find kind of funny, and so far so does everyone else. And you know, God gave me a gift of three very large things, and I mean huge things. He gave me a big butt, a big gut, and a big mouth. I want to use that big mouth to make people's lives better. And I invite you to join us at a miracle of the community that cares and help people who need our help. Scan this QR code. You can find out how you can get involved. We're looking for people who maybe they have a favorite holiday meal and they want to pick up a half an hour to where they can show people how to prepare that meal. Maybe it's a Christmas meal. Maybe it's a Hanukkah meal. Maybe it's a Kwanzaa meal. Maybe it's a Buddhist meal. Maybe it's a Wiccan meal. Don't care what it is. How do you celebrate in December? We want to learn. We're inviting everybody to learn. Maggie Van Galen is going to be joining us on one of those hours, and she is going to be reading these three wonderful books that she wrote. The Diamond Mine, The Banana Tree, and A New Friend. These are all in the Adventures of Kino and Ernest series, and she's going to read these books, and you have a chance to be the sponsor. Again, this can be something that you sponsor as a family, or you sponsor as a business, or as a nonprofit. But the way it's going to go is you're going to come on before Maggie comes on. You're going to introduce yourself. I'll just play out the role here real quick. You can tell everybody, hi, my name is Zach Clayton. I am the president and founder of Community Pay It Forward. I am proud to be the sponsor of this hour where Maggie Van Galen is going to read her wonderful books. I also want to say thank you and send my love to all the first responders, all the people who are working instead of being home with their families this time of year. I want to send a special thank you to all the people who are out there serving our great country. Once again, I'm Zach Clayton with Community Pay It Forward, and now here's Maggie Van Galen. We will cut your recording right there. Okay? But you are not done. Throughout that hour, you see where this QR code is? That's going to be your logo for the entire hour if you're a business. If you're not a business, it's going to say sponsored by the such and such family. You will also have that little thing right there, the little green scroll thing that has your contact information in it for the entire hour. And no other company, well, sans Maggie and Community Pay It Forward, will be on the screen at all. This is a chance for you to get an entire hour all to yourself, sponsoring our program, helping us get this program on the air and shared with as many people as we can. So please, what you do is you scan this QR code that you see above us. It's going to open this. It's going to open a form that looks like this. You can go through and you can read all about the program right here. This is the updated version, so you can look it through. You can look through it all. You can take and punch it up. It'll expand, so you can read everything on it. But then you just give us your name, your email, your phone number, so we can contact you if you're the winner. If you have any additional ideas or you would like to participate in any other ways, we ask you to please give us your ideas for the event. We need you to go on ahead and agree to the submission that, look, when you submit something to this program, understand that we're going to use it, or if we use it, it's property of the program itself. Then you can also volunteer to help us. Apply for help, maybe helping us get books to your kid in school or in the hospital, or something like that. Help us volunteer. Help us as a guest community leader. Say you are from the Jewish community and you would like to explain to people what is Hanukkah. We all get in passing what is said to us, but we don't understand it. You can tell us about it. We'll give you some time on the show to explain what Hanukkah is. You can do this. We need people who are willing to do this. What's Kwanzaa? I know that there are not annual religious events for Muslims, but what are the Muslim rituals or events in December? Tell us about them. I want to know. Are you a children's author? Would you like to do what Maggie Van Galen is doing and read your books to kids all over the world? Let us know right here. Would you like to be just a donor of children's books to the hospitals and help us get books to children's hospitals all over the world? Let us know if that's the way you want to be. A financial sponsor. Would you like to help by allowing us to pirate your YouTube channel on December 24th through December 26th so we can play this 37-hour program as a watch party partner? Or do you have any other options? Then you go down to the volunteer section. Would you like to help us with social media content? We need this stuff because I'm an old man. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. That's not part of the big things that I'm given. That's not either the big butt, the big gut, or the big mouth. I don't know social media. I need your help there. Would you help? Would you like to lead with other children? Help create collection boxes so we can get donated brand new books and get them to the hospitals in your town. I'm not asking you to ship them to Greeley, Colorado. I want them to be where you're at. Let's collect books in your town and get them into the hospitals in your town. Would you like to volunteer to help us drop off boxes, books, and books that are received in your community, or do you have any other idea? Just please be specific right here on how you would like to help. Then we ask you, would you like to make a donation, a $5 donation? Every $5 donation for a book will go to buying a brand new book that will get into a hospital. Would you like to be a 30-second video sponsor for $50? Would you like to be a 30-second video with your company logo on the website, link to your site, and also have a link to your site? That's $100. We have a 45-second video and everything above for a 5-minute video. By the way, these are going to be changing. We are going to give you longer videos. Okay, so I just wanted to let everybody know this. The first sponsor is going to be a 5-minute video. The second sponsor is going to be a 10-minute video of us talking about you, your company, and who you love and who you support. The fourth is going to be a 15-minute video, and the fourth is going to be a 30-minute. And we're getting rid of the $500 sponsor. But if you want to donate $500, let's talk. We'll find something for you. We need the $500. Don't get me wrong. But now you scroll down to this one right here. Buy your ticket to sponsor Maggie's appearance. Okay? You can pick one. You can pick 5. Enter 5 times. But for one $20 ticket on December 21st, I am going to pick one person who's going to become the sponsor of Maggie Van Galen's books. As she reads her books, you have a chance to win a chance to be the sponsor. By the way, we're hoping to have other authors come on, and you will have a chance to participate in this many times. So it's not just Maggie that's going to be doing this. Right now, it is. Hopefully, we'll have other authors come and join us. So right here, very simple. One ticket is $20. You might have a chance to win a complete hour. That's just your information here on the screen as Maggie reads her books. Simply hit the pay button and go, and good luck. It's all about the kids. It's all about the mission. And it's all about 37 hours of love, compassion, being together, taking care of each other, making sure people are okay this very trying time of year. Because again, loneliness should not be a part of anyone's holiday tradition. Okay? We want to reach out to people. We want to make this a special event for kids. We've got Santa Mike, we've got Santa John, who are going to read stories for kids. We're going to let you know exactly what time they're coming on, so you can sit your kids in front, and your kids can listen to Maggie read these stories. They can listen to Santa John read his stories. They can listen to Santa Mike read his stories. They can listen to you tell your story. You can be a part of what we're doing. Scan the QR code right now and be a part of a miracle of a community that cares. We need your help. And I really want to see everybody take this on. I really want to see people come together. Let's make a difference to help people out. This holiday season, as the world celebrates in so many ways, some families are facing it apart, feeling the weight of loneliness. At a miracle of a community that cares, we are creating a space where everyone, regardless of faith or background, can share in the joy of this wonderful season. Join Santa and leaders from all walks of life for stories, special shout-outs, and heartfelt messages from loved ones near and far. Children are taking the lead with art and fun, helping us bring the gift of books to children everywhere. Children in hospitals, children to families of all faiths, and to fortify traditions of families. This season, let's come together as a global community, one that cares, one that gives, and one that embraces all cultures, part of the miracle. Join us from December 24th to December 26th, and let's make this season unforgettable for everyone. I want to say thank you to Holly Miller, who is our first. She is the first person to sign up. She is the first person to potentially win that sponsorship. So Holly Miller of doTERRA and of coaching, wonderful, wonderful lady. But Holly Miller is the first one who has signed up with us. Again, you can join Holly by scanning this QR code and look, you can make one hell of a difference for $20. Why not? The drawing will be on December 21st. We'll let you know that it's coming. We're going to get you in and try to record with you as soon as possible, because this is a taped event. This is not live. I am not doing 37 hours on December 24th through December 26th. First off, my wife would wring my neck. She would. Look, you already know I do the 122-hour podcast, February 22nd for veterans. By the way, details coming up very soon. Very excited. We just locked down a new guest for that today. But yeah, Adrian she would kick my butt if I would try to do that for 37 hours. And besides that, I like to sleep way too much to try to do something for 37 hours. Hell, I don't think I'd watch hockey for 37 hours, and I would do almost anything for hockey. I'm lying. I would. Hockey and Dairy Queen, 37 hours. Yeah, I'd be a happy fat man. So, again, Maggie Van Galen, and I want to thank her very much for doing, for taking the lead in this program and being a part of this. And I really am looking forward to this. But again, if you are a children's author and you would like to take your shot, say, you know what? I don't need an hour. I need 15 minutes. I've only got one book. Let's do it. As a matter of fact, you know what? If you want to be a 15-minute sponsor and that's what you want to do, you want to read your favorite book from when you were a kid, that 15-minute interview is yours to say what you want to say to people, as long as it's positive for everyone. Because that's what this is all about. So again, I want to thank Maggie, and I want you to get involved. As soon as we get back, we're going to talk about the chili cook-off that's coming up this Sunday. We're kicking it off. I'm excited. I talked to Soterios today. It's looking good. We got a buffalo chili coming in, and whoa, that sounds really good. I know that we've got a buffalo, a white, a green, and a red chili with burger. We've got those four chilies, but we need more. Do I actually need more? Probably not. But yeah, we do. We need more because variety is the what's that old saying? Variety is the spice of life. So we need your chili too. But here is is a little more information again about Maggie Van Galen. Hey everyone, it's Zach, introducing a special edition to Miracle of a Community That Cares event, where award-winning children's author and community pay it forward giving partner Maggie Van Galen is generously donating 3 of her beloved books and 1 hour virtual authors meeting valued at over $175. You know us, we're going to do things a little bit different. Maggie will personally read these heartwarming stories during the event. You could be the solo sponsor of this read. Tickets are just $20, and the winning ticket holder will be announced December 21st at noon East. Don't miss a chance to make a meaningful impact this holiday season and get your tickets now by scanning the QR code or visiting us at communitypayitforward.us. When the form opens up, this is what it'll look like. Scroll down to the Make a Donation, Purchase a Ticket, or Become a Sponsor section. Get involved how it best suits you. Tickets can be bought by selecting the last option of this section. Thank you for supporting a miracle of a community that cares. At Confronting Domestic Violence, our mission is to provide real-time resources to abused families, including relocation services to help parents and children reach safety. We're committed to giving at-risk families a real chance to escape dangerous situations. You can support Confronting Domestic Violence by our simple program Shop, Click, and Pick. Shop with any giving partner. Click a picture of your receipt and pick Confronting Domestic Violence by scanning this QR code or visiting communitypayitforward.us and search by their name. Confronting Domestic Violence and Community Pay It Forward. No one needs to go it alone when we all come together. One of our brand new mission partners, we are so proud to be an advocate for confronting domestic violence. Such a heart-wrenching story, what happened to her. As is the majority of domestic violence situations. You know, there's never a domestic violence situation that starts out with, we were having a good time and it stayed a good time. So please check out confrontingdomesticviolence.org and see what they're all about. It's a tragic story, and we are, again, just very proud to be part of what they do. Coming up this Sunday, we're kicking this miracle off, and we're doing it the old-fashioned way. It's something we've been doing here in Greeley, Colorado for a while. We're looking forward to this again because, it got robbed from us for a little bit. Unfortunately, it got taken from us last year because, we thought we were back on the run. We thought we were doing great things. We thought we were moving the right way. We thought, and then all of a sudden first off, I had shoulder surgery, but that wouldn't have held me back. No way that would have held me back. But then I caught COVID. Okay. started recovering from COVID, and all of a sudden I started feeling like crap again. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? How can I feel like crap again? I don't have COVID. It was the bird flu. And I am going to tell you something, folks. If you know somebody with the bird flu, stay the hell away from them, because that stuff sucks. It's bad. It's. But this year, we're back. I've been locked in my little dungeon here for a couple months to make sure I don't get sick. Adrian and I have been pumping vitamin D, B, C, whatever the hell it is, trying to make sure that we stay healthy, because we need this to go off again. It is the return again of the Chili Cook-Off, Poker for Pediatrics, and Book Drive at Key Largo Lounge. So thrilled. As I mentioned, I had a wonderful conversation with Soterios again. It's weird. I shouldn't let this be a thing, but it is. I don't drink a lot anymore. I haven't had, matter of fact, I haven't had a beer in probably 6 months. I don't believe it's had to at least been 6 months. I may not have even had a beer this year. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, I don't know if I had a beer this year, to be honest with you. But that doesn't matter. Unfortunately, Soterios and I used to sit down and talk all the time because I was always in his bar drinking. Well, that's not a thing anymore, and I don't do that. But this QR code right here can get you involved with the Chili Cook-Off. And if you are in the Denver, Cheyenne, if you're in Western Kansas, if you're anywhere in Colorado, look, it's a medium-ish short drive to Greeley. Why don't you come and join us? Come on up, have some fun. You can put your chili in for $20 or $25. I'm very sorry, 20. Let me make sure here. Yes, $25 for the chili, and $5 will go to the winner. Okay, $5 of every entry goes to the winner of the Chili Cook-Off. So there is an incentive. Each person who enters a chili also obviously gets to eat for free. Tickets to come in and eat chili are $10 or $5 with a brand new book that's going to go to the hospitals. What we need you to do with these books, here's my wonderful Baxter the Bat Dog. Some of these will be available on site. What we need you to do is write up in the corner a message to a child. You can write a wonderful message, whatever you want to do. Write that message up there. You don't put a name in it. You don't do anything like that. But if you turn it back in, when we give it to the nurses at the hospital, what the nurses will do is they'll write a name in there. 2 little Susie, 2 little Timmy, 2 little Johnny, Bobby, whatever. And when these kids are in there and they're experiencing this horrible, horrible time, they're going to get a book. Is it an Xbox? No, it's not. But they're not only going to remember that horrible thing. Folks, I've been in, we just said, shoulder surgery. I've been in for a broken skull. I've been in for a broken neck. I've been in for a broken face. Demolished my ankle. I've been in a lot as an adult. I got older and all of a sudden I started breaking things like I had spares in my back pocket. Well, now I might actually have spare parts in my back pocket, but I still remember when I went in for a day surgery to get my tonsils taken out. I'm going to tell you something. That scared the hell out of me when I was a kid. Walking in, seeing doctors, they're all, well, this is what's going to happen. You're going to wake up. It's going to hurt a little bit and all this other stuff. Well, as a kid, you don't know what a little bit of hurt is. A little bit of hurt is, a lot of pain. And this is a chance to win that child. I remember taking my son in, my oldest boy, Free. We had to take him in on his first birthday to get tubes put in his ears. And, you know, thankfully he was really still too young to even realize what was going on. But, I hated that. His first freaking birthday, and we had to be there in that hospital. Then when Justice was born, Justice had a respiratory problem, and he started turning blue. And when we took him in, I remember walking into that hospital, and I'm not proud of this. But I remember walking in there and the nurse having trouble because he was dehydrated, trying to find a vein in him, and she kept poking him, and it was very traumatic for him. But I'm sitting there holding him, and he's just looking at me, telling me, "Daddy, don't let her hurt me anymore." And I'm like, "I'm gonna rip your," you know. Justice was old enough to remember that trip. He does remember that. And this is a way that, we can give something to the children. We're going to give them a book with your message inside of that book. Are they going to not remember that they were in there for a procedure? Probably not. But you know what? That won't be the only memory they have. Maybe they're going to remember, wow, I remember I got that really cool book from the nurse from that one family. It's going to be something special. Maybe it's going to be something that mom and dad put up for them and give to them when they have kids of their own. It's really something that I see going like this. And that's part of the book drive that we're doing. And once again, this chili cook-off right here, this one's for Northern Colorado hospitals. But if you want to travel down from Wyoming and be involved, come on down. Come on down. Bring down a pot of chili. Be involved. Bring a group of friends in. Buy tickets. $50 seat at the poker table. Come on down. By the way, $10 of every $50 entry fee will go to the winner as well for the poker tournament. Only one prize per event. We're really trying to make good here. But come on down, join us. It's during the Denver and Baltimore game, the chili cook-off, and then right after that, right towards the end of that game, we are going to start the poker. But if you come down from Cheyenne, you bring a chili, you want to be involved, we'll divvy up some of the books. We'll give you, we're taking care of 8 Northern Colorado hospitals, so we'll throw in a 9th hospital and we'll divide those books 9 ways. You want to come up from Denver, you've got a hospital in Denver that you like, we'll divide it 10 ways. Let's get as many books in here as we can, okay? The more books we have, the better we can do. We're also looking for places where we can put collection boxes to keep the collecting going, because we don't want to deliver books until right before Christmas Day, and we want to take these books in. We need volunteers to do that. We need help to do that. Once again, you can go to the Miracle QR code from before. You can get involved with that. But right here, this QR code is for the chili cook-off. It's for the chili cook-off alone. Get involved, donate, come and join us, buy a ticket for the chili, come in, have a good time, eat some buffalo chili, I've heard it's pretty good green chili. I've heard. But when you scan that code, this is going to open. It's for the 2024 Chili Cook-Off and Poker for Pediatrics, and you can see that the picture was done by crappy AI. And it's actually kind of funny because you know what? I didn't realize how crappy that AI was until we started recording these shows, this show tonight, and I can actually look at it. So this one's going to look different tomorrow because I got to get rid of that crappy AI. You can't have like an ace of clubs without an ace. What the hell is that? And look at this. We've got another. Oh no, I guess that might be a 2 o'clock. What the hell is that? Anyway, we're going to be changing that picture tomorrow just to do that. But you got the explanation of what this is all about right here. Key Largo Lounge, Greeley, Colorado. All you can eat chili, $10. $5 with the donation of a brand new book. You can participate in both for $65. The Chili Cook-Off and the Poker for Pediatrics. If you would like to participate in both, it's $65 for a limited time only. That ends at the end of tomorrow. Monetary donations and sponsorships, we're still asking for those, so please get a hold of me if you would like to be part of this. We don't have any auction items, but you know what? If you got something you want to contribute, wow, contribute. I'm going to make up words right now. Contribute, please let us know. We need Dropbox hosts. Please get a hold of us and talk about what we can do. But you can enter yourself by giving us your name, your email, your phone number, so of course we can contact you. Tell us, I want an all-you-can-eat ticket. Or, I want to enter a chili. Or, I want to buy in for the Poker for Pediatrics. Okay? Say you come up here and you mark out that I want to, buy in, or I want to enter a chili. Then you come down here and you tell us about it. I've got a red chili, medium heat, and it's made with, we'll just say, green aliens. You make the payment. Oh, there you go. Low sodium. I don't know. Are aliens high in sodium? High in fat? I don't know. Maybe. But anyway, you give us any special ingredients or information so we can make sure that people are paying attention to what's going on. I know the green chili that I'm making has pork in it, so we will make sure that it says pork green chili so people understand that it's there. We do not want anybody to figure that out on accident. So, but now all you got to do is hit submit, make your payment, hit submit, and we will send you when you get there, you're going to have a little placard that's going to say green alien, low sodium, red chili, medium heat with your name on it. And you can invite people in to see if you can win the $10 or the $5 per $5 per entry. So very simple. All you got to do is get in there. Tell us what you're making your chili out of. I really do hope that you're not making it out of green alien, but if you are, that's your deal. I really wonder if aliens are low sodium. You know what's stupid? I'm probably going to end up having a dream about that tonight, too. I don't know why, but I probably will. So, this Sunday, The tastings start at noon. The doors open at 11. Come and join us. If you need any more information, again, this is the QR code to check out. Okay, we need you involved. Come and join us. It's a good time. Look, Soterios is a huge Denver fan. I almost said the wrong word there. He's a huge Denver fan, and he has a lot of fun with it. He really does. A lot of people in there like that team, and they're going to cheer for him. They're in okay, yeah, I said that right. They're in Baltimore, so it's not like you can go to the game. So instead of watching it on your couch, come and join us and help support the kids in northern Colorado or Cheyenne or Denver or Colorado Springs or Goodland, Kansas. Come and support our kids as they're going through something that's pretty damn scary. Okay? So this QR code will get you entered in to the chili cook-off. This is how you can get a hold of me if you have any questions. Okay? This is my For My Card. What is For My Card? It's one of our wonderful sponsors. It's one of our wonderful giving partners. It is a card, a digital business card that is the greatest thing ever. And why is it one of the greatest things ever? Because there for a while, I had a problem with changing phone numbers, changing websites, changing emails. Well, you get one of those business cards, one of these things. You change your email. You got to take and put a piece of tape on it and handwrite it on there. Or you got to take and print out a whole bunch of stickers and tape over it and do whatever you're going to do. It makes your pretty little cards look terrible. Not with For My Card. Oh no, For My Card, you take and you open it up and you make a change to it and it looks damn good. And you get to take and tell people, you know what? If you want, you can add me to your contacts. This is just a copy of my For My Card. And one of the other great things about the For My Card, okay, you can have people scan your QR code right here, and it'll get you to the For My Card. But this is the coolest thing about it, okay? I challenge you right now. Take out any business card that's around you. Take out any business card that's around you. Find the website on here. Touch the website. Can you still see me? That's because it didn't change. With For My Card, I touch the website and it goes straight to my website. I schedule a chat, it goes straight to my calendar. I hit Footprints Forward, you get to find out about our Monday morning podcast programming. Podcasting for All coming together, that just talks about our channel. That talks about this program. What is Shop, Click, and Pick? 2024 community mission to serve our veterans, which is coming up once again. We will be releasing information here before too long. Be our guest on the PAC channel, whether it is Community Impact or Footprints Forward. You can buy your own digital business card, and if you buy your own digital business card with this on this site using my For My Card, if you make a purchase of one, you get to support someone like confronting domestic violence. Remember that. Make sure that you check communitypayitforward.us before you make any purchases, because every purchase with one of our partners means you're supporting someone who needs your help. You can also find out more information about the giving and sponsorship partners. If you're a business and you want to get involved with the great things that we're doing, right there you can do it. Or if you're a nonprofit or somebody who just needs a helping hand, Right there is the mission partner information. Click on that, and it'll take you to that information. You can look it up. Up here, you've got the community pay it forward page. You've got the Pact podcasting page. You've got my personal LinkedIn page, and you've got our YouTube page. The Twitter, I meant to take this off of here because we are no longer on Twitter. I made the decision to take our presence off Twitter. It was a very hard decision. We're hoping to replace it with something else, but right now it's just not a place that I feel comfortable being, so I removed ourselves from Twitter. So, but that's our For My Card, and that's what this QR code is. I know I QR code the hell out of you. I understand. I get it. But this one's all about how to get a hold of me for any questions. If you got any questions whatsoever, this is how it's done. So, in review, like we're in a class, this is how you can get a hold of me. This is my For My Card. This is how you can find out more about the miracle of a community that cares. Please come on, check it out, volunteer any way you possibly can. We need your help. If you just want to shout people out, telling them we love you, we care about you, you're in our hearts, we all need to come together. This is a perfect event for you to do this. And if you're not doing nothing this Sunday during that one football game, right here's your solution. Come and join us and make a difference for kids in hospitals. We're doing good things with good people. And I know you are one of those good people. We want you to join us. We need you to join us. So please, if you have any questions whatsoever, you need me to share more stuff with you, please use this one here, get a hold of me, you and I can have a conversation. Once again, big mouth, I'll use it, we'll have a conversation, we'll do some really good things together. There's a lot of problems going on right now. You truly can be part of the solution. You can join us and one of our new partners, CCG, and help people who need us all.
At CCG, we're transforming communities through expert strategic consulting, education, and support. Headquartered in Baton Rouge, we empower public schools, nonprofits, and social enterprises with tailored solutions for lasting impact. From project management and grant writing to educational enrichment and workforce development, we provide the tools you need to thrive. Through our Conquer and Prosper e-learning platform, we boost K-12 math and literacy skills and equip adults with the resources to achieve economic success. When you partner with Conqueror Consulting Group and unlock your organization's full potential together, we'll build a future of sustainable growth, lifelong learning, and thriving communities. Conqueror Consulting Group and Community Pay It Forward. No one needs to go it alone when we all come This holiday season, as the world celebrates in so many ways, some families are facing it apart, feeling the weight of loneliness. At a miracle of a community that cares, we are creating a space where everyone, regardless of faith or background, can share in the joy of this wonderful season. Join Santa and leaders from all walks of life for stories, special shout outs, and heartfelt messages from loved ones near and far. Children are taking the lead with art and fun, helping us bring the gift of books to children everywhere. Children in hospitals, children to families of all faiths, and to fortify traditions of families. This season, let's come together as a global community, one that cares, one that gives, and one that embraces all cultures, part of the miracle. Join us from December 24th to December 26th, and let's make this season unforgettable for everyone. I must have really been a good boy this year because I'm being joined by two St. Nick's, two Santa Claus. Can you imagine that? I mean, who gets to talk to two Santa Claus at the same time? Well, we all do. We're all going to have this opportunity because I'd like to welcome two of the gentlemen who are helping me in the event that you just heard about, Santa Mike and Santa Papa John. Gentlemen, how are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome. Mike, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm really good.
And this is kind of neat because we're kind of doing a Doctor Who thing. We've got the whole globe covered right here, you know, Minnesota to Colorado to out there in Britain, just south of London, correct, Mike?
That's right. Yep.
So, Mike, we talked to John just a couple weeks ago. Can you please introduce yourself to our listeners and tell people a little bit about you?
Yes, of course. I'm Santa Mike, otherwise known as Henley Santa, because I live in Reading, which is close to Henley. And I didn't use Reading because that sounds like reading. It looks like reading. So it was easy. The reading Santa. I am, but that's why I went with that. I've been Santa now for about 37 years. So that's 2 British monarchs, 7 US presidents from Reagan onwards, and 10 UK prime ministers. So a good while, not as long as the real Santa, but a good while. And I just love helping people have a great Christmas.
Yeah, you know, it's really funny when you say 2 monarchs. You know, you kind of think about putting that into perspective since one's only been a monarch for what, a couple months,
Well, a couple of years. Yeah.
But so Santa, Mike, you've also been working on another project, which is something that we're really going to focus on, and it's going to be a huge part of this event, and that's your books. You self-publish books that put Santa in different situations.
Yes, it's a series called The Adventures of Santa. There are 3 published already, which is Santa and the Gingerbread Man, Atol's Wonderful Christmas, and Santa and the Lighthouse. And the one that's going to come up is the 3 Pigs Christmas Adventure, which I think I've called Huff and Puff, 3 Pigs at Peril, something like that. And they're all good stories that are lovely. They're picture books, so they're ideal for, say, grown-ups reading to children of 2, 3, 4, but from 5 onwards, probably 6 maybe, children can actually read them themselves. And they're a great book for bedtime or for Christmas Eve.
Yeah, and Christmas Day, because you're going to be reading a couple of those stories, are you not?
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
I see that, and this is very apparent. Santa Mike, Santa John, you both have a different style. Santa Mike, we'll start with you. Your style is a little more of the classic Norman Rockwell type Santa, without the ball on it, but your hat is more of a it's more of the I don't want to say cartoonish style. That's not what I want to say, but like the more serious Norman Rockwell type painting. And I don't know why I called Norman Rockwell serious, but what do you base your look off of?
It's basically the Santa from the last 40, 50 years. It's been gradually developing. So when I'm in my proper suit, it's got a fur collar at the top and then buttons down the middle. And this is the hat that goes with it, and black boots with fur on top. And basically, it actually looks quite a lot like, if you think of the Miracle on 34th Street and the Richard Attenborough version of it, it looks quite a lot like that.
Okay. And John, your look, what is the look that you went for?
Well,
Inspired by?
I'm like Mike. I have been told I look like the 30s and 40s Santa when I'm in full suit. So the reality of my beard, the way my beard is, the way my Mrs. Claus looks after my beard here. All right. My light's getting funky on me.
Yeah.
I have been told by many photographers, one of the most authentic looking, Santas that they've seen in like 20 and 30 years. So I'm pretty proud of that. And of course, when you get this, it just makes for the kids on TikTok to ask questions and create some funny attitudes. So, the look, and of course, Mrs. Claus makes all these amazing shirts for me. So, like I say, with Mike as well, he's got the real beard. You can't disguise it. You got to utilize it. So for walking down the street and you get amazing shirts like this, you're going to get the interaction with the children all the time.
Yeah, and one of the things that and Mike, you and I, we've networked for quite a while together now. John, you and I hooked up a couple months ago, and I think the coolest thing about you two gentlemen is this isn't an act for you. This is a life. This is who you are. You've taken a character, a beloved character that we all grew up with, and you're living this life. You're living the realism of giving, and I love that. Why is this so important to you, John?
Oh, I can honestly say that being Santa has truly changed my life. I mean, it. Mrs. Claus is throwing in some interpretations in the background. She said it took me from being a miserable old cuss to being a happy, joyful, positive man. And the reality of it is, when you're stepping into the boots, as we say, of a beloved character that is always happy, always joyful, always cheerful, always passing on happiness. We both, all three of us, discussed earlier on that this world is in a pretty bad situation right now, that we can all use some more happiness, some more cheerfulness. And if I can do my little bit of a part to create some of that, then I win every day. And it gets you right here knowing that maybe you found someone, or you talked to someone that wasn't quite in the mood or wasn't quite cheerful, but by the end of the conversation, you had them smiling and giggling and laughing.
John, just with the way your lighting's going, you almost look like it's, you're in a snowstorm. It does kind of give that, look right now. So yeah. I love that you came to play the act today. I think it's great. All in with it today. Santa Mike, same question back to you. This is a 37-year journey for you. Why?
Well, I think there was an implication in what John said about how it's changed him. It's changed him from being a grumpy old cuss to the man he is now, jolly, happy. And I think you create a lot of happiness for other people when you're playing Santa. But the most happiness you're creating is for yourself. I mean, why would anyone not do this if they had the belly and the beard? And yeah, you're giving great joy, but you get it yourself, and it's, you can make such a difference. You can make such a difference. You can get a kid who's sitting in the corner all quiet, and then if you're quiet with them and work with them, at the end of it, you've got a kid who's blossoming and who's happy and wants to tell you things.
Yeah. You know, and it's actually kind of funny, Mike. John and I were talking the other day in just a meeting that he and I had amongst ourselves, and I told him that, you know, I would dress up like an elf, but an elf can't be fatter than Santa Claus. So, you know, there's rules that elves can't be fatter than Santa Claus. So I had to bow out of that. I know John has told us before how important it is to not forget people of the older generations. They love Santa Claus as well. They love being able to be a kid again.
Mm.
What are some of the things that you do for the adult generation?
Shall I go first, John? Yeah, as I'm on screen. I love it when an older person comes and you can actually say, "Oh, do you remember that doll I gave you when you were 8?" Like, how do you know? Of course I know. I don't forget. I mean, I check my list twice, but I don't forget things. And when I was working in a grotto, which is like our equivalent of a mall, I had a family that came in every year, and there was the mum, her daughter, her daughters, and her children, and we had all 4 generations. And I swear the person who got the most joy out of it, apart from me, was the first mum, the oldest lady. She'd come up and insist on a cuddle. And the last few years she came, she was in a wheelchair, so I'd go to her and sort of kneel down beside the wheelchair to give her the cuddle. But I swear to goodness, I was the only person in the grotto that was getting as much joy as she was.
Yeah. And John, why don't you tell us a story on somebody kind of came up to you and did the finger wag to you and made you realize that, yeah, taking care of people in the older generation is important.
Well, you know, like Mike says, you know, without the older generation, there is no story.
Yeah.
So whenever you get the older generation in a room, in a situation, you have to pay attention to them because they're just as important as anybody else in the room. And the reality of it is, if you include them, you're more off to get a better story of what happened in their childhood, what created. I'm in the snowstorm again. I gotta love it. Anyway, like I wanted to say to Mike, you know, we see these other people thinking that they're going to portray Santa, and their attitude is anybody can throw a suit on and throw a fake beard and a fake hat on, and they think they're Santa. Well, it's much more than that. It's in the heart. It's in the feelings. It's in the desire to not only just, you're stepping into a persona, but when you're portraying it year round every day, there's a huge difference on the way you treat people, the way you act with people. It's my opinion anyway, that that'll get a little
It's
weird
just
on me.
ironic that we were talking about lighting right before we went live.
But you know, the reality of when you get a true, real bearded Santa, like Mike and I are, that we have the biggest heart, we have the desire to put people in front of our needs, put people, we will proverbial bend over backwards to create a happiness for the other people. And I think Mike agrees with me. That's more important than what we feel, but we feed off of the expressions, the happiness that we interact with other people.
Yeah. Well, I know that just talking to you two, I can definitely tell that it was neither one of you guys that were the Santa Claus when I was a young guy, because you guys are way more generous. The Santa Claus I had, okay, guys, and here's the reason I say this. I was born on Christmas Eve, so I used to get the G.I. Joe for my birthday and his truck for Christmas. It was always that combination gift.
And that's not necessarily a bad thing, Zach.
Well, now that I'm a little older, okay, a lot
You're
older.
18 now.
Yeah. Now that I'm over 16 at least. Now I'm like, oh, thank God it's over. But with the birthday thing, I still love Christmas. But gentlemen, let's talk a little bit about what we're doing here as a group. We really started to try to find a way to make kids' life a lot better. And that kind of morphed into something that John and Mike, you both have talked about. Christmas can be emotionally, and the holiday season can be emotionally trying on people who are distant from their families. We want to not only tell stories, you gentlemen are both going to be reading stories, but John, you're going to be talking to United States. You're going to be introducing United States service people, intros to their kids, and if their kids want to record.
I'll try not to cry as well.
Yeah. Well, I promise nothing. I'm glad that I'm going to be editing this in a room all by myself. So I'll tell you that. But you are going to be our Santa for the United States servicemen and women, our heroes in this country. Why was this important to you?
The reality of it is those men and women, because we can't forget the women. The women are just as important.
I'd never forget the women.
Never. And sometimes, we've all seen the videos of the surprise homecomings.
Mm-hmm.
And those kids, they don't hold anything back. The reality is they haven't seen mom or dad for sometimes 2-3 years. And what we're going to create is that same kind of atmosphere, feelings. We're going to create a timeline for some of these soldiers that will hit home with a lot of people because of maybe the soldiers that didn't make it home to celebrate a special day, a birthday, an anniversary, Christmas with their children. And we all know as fathers ourselves, we've experienced the highs and the lows of Christmas time celebrating with our children, and the memories that has created in our brains that we will never forget. Well, we're going to create some new memories for some new soldiers that hopefully they will get to share for a long time with their families. Of, yes, they may be separated by time and by distance, but by doing this, we can bring them together for a couple moments that will create a lifetime of positive, happy, joyful cheerfulness that their children and they can share with their family and friends and other military members.
First off, you're going to make me start crying now. But second off,
okay, I'm there too.
Second off, one of the coolest things about this to mom and dad out there is that we are going to make your you're reaching out to your child or your child reaching out to you, we are going to be trying to find a way to make sure that you can have a copy of that as well. It'll always be available right here on the PAC channel, to where you can come to the PAC channel and you can join us and you can watch it over and over and over again. But we would like to make it to where, you know what, you can put this in your, like the little picture frames or whatever, and you can do that. Santa Mike,
Yep.
one of the things that was really important to me is coalitions, being together, being a group of people with one goal, and that's supporting people. So I wanted to make this not just American troops, our allies. If we don't work together, we can't win together, and if we don't win together, bad things happen. So I wanted to reach out to you, because what is it like? I'd like to hear from you. What do you hear from servicemen and women in England and in the UK? Do they have deployments? I mean, it's the same thing for them, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is. We're perhaps not as worldwide a spread as America, but we have troops overseas that are separated from their families, and for those guys, Christmas can be a really hard time. Even more so than the rest of the year, or perhaps their own birthdays and the children's birthdays as well. But yes, it's lower numbers, but yeah, the intensity of emotion can be just as much.
Well, yeah, I mean, they may be on the same side of the same side of the globe. They may be on the same land mass, but they're going to be in different areas. Somebody serving in England, being in Germany, that's still, they're away from home, right? I mean, and look here in the States, if you live in California, yet you're serving in Georgia, that's still way too far away from your kids than you're going to like it. So our goal is to really shrink that distance and bring us together. So what's something special we're going to see from you, Mike? Something that we in the States may not be accustomed to when you're talking. What are some of the things that you think you do that are a little bit different?
Well, there are so many similarities, but I think one of the things that perhaps is different, my lady who helps me is Mother Christmas. Santa Papa John's lady who helps him is Mrs. Claus.
That is great.
That's just a trivial thing, but do you have mince pies over there that are made of fruit?
Oh, we have them. I think what's that thing called, John, that nobody likes? Fruit.
The Christmas cake, the fruit cake.
Yeah. So we don't. I know that we've have mince pies. I know that we have recipes for it, but I don't think I've ever had one.
Well, I'm perfectly willing to eat one on video. They're delicious.
I'll eat the blueberry pie. I got that.
Oh, see now, Mike, I'm coming from Canada, and I moved to the States, so I know a lot of the UK traditions are carried over into Canada, and yes, mincemeat pies are big in Canada as well. So I know what you're talking about. I personally don't like them, but that's a choice. But I'll go with Zach with the blueberry pie, absolutely. Or the fresh rhubarb pie. Yes, we all like rhubarb pie.
Yeah. That's actually kind of funny, John. We had to take and move our rhubarb because somebody's dog kept getting into it and tearing it up, and it didn't survive this year, but next year it's going to be good. So, John, what are you looking forward to the most?
I want to say it without crying. I mean, we're hopefully we're going to create a lot of happy moments from not only mom and dads, but from the children of mom and dads that are deployed. And, the emphasis on this whole conversation has been that, the deployed people are away from their families. They're doing their job. They're doing their duties. They signed up on the dotted line to, to protect and our country, Mike's country as well. And there is a proud tradition of signing on that dotted line, but then not realizing that, they just get married before they go, and maybe they had a little bit of hanky panky the night before they were leaving, and then all of a sudden, 6 months or 4 months later, they're still deployed, but they get that message that you're going to be a daddy or something to that effect. Being away and not seeing your child born would be one of the toughest things that I cannot imagine, because I seen all my children born, and what an experience that was. And being, even like you say, across the country is too far.
Yeah.
If we can create some happy smiles, some joyful memories, I think we're going to win-win.
Yep. And I do want to I do want to reiterate. Look, this is just this isn't only deployed. Okay, if you work, and work is going to keep you away from your kids, we invite you to come and tell your story. If you travel, if you are away from your kids and you just want to make sure that they know that, hey, I'm thinking of you. We want to be there. That's what this is about. This is the. And again, this is on Christmas Day, but I need to make sure everybody understands this. This is open to every culture.
And we can't forget our truck drivers. Zach.
Absolutely. You and I were both truck drivers, so absolutely.
Yep.
So,
truck drivers make that commitment as well. And unfortunately, they're away from their families on special days as well. So we can't forget them.
And the ones that are out there on Christmas Day, John, they work so hard because there are so many other truck drivers that want that day off. And so, you know, there's a lot of them that get shoved out there on things that they're just not ready for. They got to deal with angry drivers. I mean, it's interesting out there. So it truly is. But again, yes, we do focus a lot on deploy. But this is anybody who's away from their family. We're going to give you a chance. We want to bring you together.
Could I suggest also?
Yes, sir.
If you're a grandparent and your children and their children aren't living near you, they would be so delighted to have this message from you on Christmas Day. And that message from the grandparent can go out to all of the children and grandchildren.
Absolutely.
Good one, Mike. And, you know, we can't forget our firemen, fire people, police officers, highway maintenance people. If there's a snowstorm, those guys are going to work.
Yep.
They got to open up those roads, and regardless of the day of the week, the time of the week, they're going. So, you know, there's some other ones that, you know, are essential workers that Christmas doesn't mean anything. It's just another scheduled day of work.
Hey, you know what? I've worked in restaurants that were open on Christmas because not everybody likes to cook on Christmas. And it was our busiest day. Christmas was our busiest day, which was always ridiculous to me. But I was just a kid, and, you know, what did I know? But I couldn't stand that I was taken away from my family to work. But yeah, you know, I mean, look, this is just a day that, look, it is a day to some people. But the point is this is for everyone. This is for everyone. We ask you to join us. Mike, what are you most looking forward to?
I think getting to share people's Christmases again and getting to help people link up, even if it's only through a recording, to their family at Christmas. I think that's the best thing we can do, really.
Well, I think the thing I'm looking forward to, gentlemen, the most is starting something with both of you that for years to come, people are going to be looking forward to, because I think this is something that together we can make a difference. And you know, I've really got this stuck in my head lately.
that, you know what, people say you can't help everyone. No one's ever tried until now. We will help everyone. We will do our damnedest to help everyone. Maybe not with everything they need, but we'll help everyone with something. And this, you know, trying to collect the books for kids in hospitals and kids who are, you know, a little, maybe mom and dad are suffering a little bit and they don't have that money for, you know, a book. Getting them one of Mike's books would be a great gift, you know. A little bit of extra donation. Maybe we can even get Santa Claus to like sign it. Just saying. So, but I mean, look, this is an opportunity for you to make sure that your kids know, and kids, make sure mom and dad know you're there. This is an opportunity for you to come on to our airways and tell your service people, whether you're in the United States or the UK, thank you for your service. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for making our world go. This is a chance for you to stay connected to all of those that you can't be with. And none of us live in a house that's big enough to be with everybody we want to be with. So, gentlemen, any last words? Mike, we'll start with you.
I think that this is a chance for us to give something to all the communities, and perhaps to let children know that even if mom and dad isn't there, they are thinking of them, and they are always on mum and dad's nice list.
Or grandpa and grandma, like you said, aunt and uncle, you know, and brother, sister. It is what it is. So, Papa John.
You know, as this conversation has unfolded, Zach and Mike, I'm really starting to believe that we're onto something big here. And the more that our audiences out there that are seeing this, if everybody shares to one person, to two people, the reach that we will have on this project could be phenomenal. But it starts with the sharing of the idea with that next person. You know, we're going to rack our brains. We're going to do the best we can to get this out to the masses. But our reach of the masses is only an itty bitty percentage. And we're going to need the help of everybody that's listening out there to share this idea, because like we said in the conversation, the military, of course, is our focus, but there's the police, there's the firemen, there's these essential services, there's grandma and grandpas. The people that this could reach and affect and create stories for could be phenomenal if we all help with the mission to grow and to succeed. And you said it first, Zach, we don't create the second story until we create the first story.
That's right.
And we don't create the second smile without the first smile. And I think us three gentlemen are only a tiny bit of the proverbial piece of the pie of the reach that we can help with this project. And, you know, the more we talk, the more we share ideas, the more we tweak our ideas, this has got some potential to be very, very big. And I'm proud to say that I'm going to be working with two great gentlemen to help make this work for a lot of people.
Thank you, sir. Hey, folks, you know how to share? This little QR code right beside me. That little QR code has everything that you need. You're going to see a PDF that you can upload to your computer and you can share with everyone. Matter of fact, this QR code is right there on the cover, so you can share it to everyone. Put it on your Facebook page. Help us share this event. Make sure it gets out. If you want to volunteer to get the kids in your neighborhood together, to build collection boxes, to collect books for your local hospital, let's do this. You want to put together collection boxes to bring books to kids in the neighborhood who might be suffering this year because mom and dad had a tough financial year. Let's do this. Get your kids to decorate these boxes by simply having fun. Give them some crayons, give them some paint, give them a poster board. Put 4 of those poster boards on a box. Take them to a local establishment and say, hey, can you help us collect boxes? Contact us. We'll give you a piece of paper you can stick on there, and you can be a huge part of what we do. This is going to be fun. This is going to be amazing. And most important, we are going to do this together. We're going to come together for the kids, for the families, and for our world. It is time to get rid of the divisiveness, and it is time to get rid of the feeling alone during this holiday season. People don't need to be alone. We've got a format right here. You see 3 gentlemen that are thousands of miles apart, but we're sitting here talking as one. We can do this. Come and join us, and let's have some fun. Santa Mike, Santa Papa John, thank you so very much. I hope I'm on the nice list for both of you gentlemen. Even though I do like drawing with coal. But just a little more, John, I like that just a little bit.
There's always room for improvement for everybody, not just Zach.
Oh.
Mike, we've been at this a long time, and we've all learned that every day is another step in the ladder to improve, to create, to be positive, to be joyful. And if we don't accept criticism, if we don't accept the reality that we don't know everything, even though, Mike, you've got a lot more experience than me, I can probably throw some questions at you that you're still going to say, I'll have to get back to you on that. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Because children, not only adults, but children see when you're telling a lie, when you're fibbing them, they can see that pretty quickly. So, Zach, you try hard, you work hard. There's always room for improvement. And I say that to myself every day. And I'm sure Mike says that about himself as well. Because if we don't accept there's room for improvement, then we're going to go backwards. And I'm sorry to say, there is no room to go backwards in this world nowadays.
No, and it looks like one of my reindeer has popped up. So,
I see that.
It must be time to eat. But and John, it sounds a lot like you've been talking to my wife, so you need to stop that. Santa Mike, Santa Papa John, thank you both very much for joining me today. But more importantly, thank you for joining me on this mission. Gentlemen, people like you, people like everyone who's going to join us on this mission, you can tell they're real. And I thank you for being real. And I thank you for being part of this miracle.
Well, thank you, Zach, for the opportunity.
Yes, thank you.
Really looking forward to it.
All right, gentlemen, thank you. We will be right back. Hey, everyone, it's Zach, introducing a special edition to Miracle of a Community That Cares event, where award-winning children's author and community Pay It Forward giving partner Maggie Van Galen is generously donating 3 of her beloved books and 1 hour virtual authors meeting valued at over $175. You know us, we're going to do things a little bit different. Maggie will personally read these heartwarming stories during the event. You could be the solo sponsor of this read. Tickets are just $20, and the winning ticket holder will be announced December 21st at noon East. Don't miss a chance to make a meaningful impact this holiday season and get your tickets now by scanning the QR code or visiting us at communitypayitforward.us. When the form opens up, this is what it'll look like. Scroll down to the Make a Donation, Purchase a Ticket, or Become a Sponsor section. Get involved how it best suits you. Tickets can be bought by selecting the last option of this section. Thank you for supporting a miracle of a community that cares. This holiday season, as the world celebrates in so many ways, some families are facing it apart, feeling the weight of loneliness. At a miracle of a community that cares, we are creating a space where everyone, regardless of faith or background, can share in the joy of this wonderful season. Join Santa and leaders from all walks of life for stories, special shout outs, and heartfelt messages from loved ones near and far. Children are taking the lead with art and fun, helping us bring the gift of books to children everywhere. Children in hospitals, children to families of all faiths, and to fortify traditions of families. This season, let's come together as a global community, one that cares, one that gives, and one that embraces all cultures, part of the miracle. Join us from December 24th to December 26th, and let's make this season unforgettable for everyone. We're not asking for a lot, folks. We're just asking for your participation. Come on, join us. It's easy to do. Look, smallest donation is appreciated. It helps us get everything out there. While we were enjoying my interview, well, at least I was enjoying it, with Santa Mike and Santa John, I was able to do a couple things. First off, I am so proud to be part of Papa John's program. The other reindeer just popped up. She hears me talking. She thinks it's Mr. Z. You know, she loves Mr. Z. She loves her some docile tones of the Z-Man. So, and she thinks that she's got to come up and become part of the show. So, all right, Zephyr C, there you are. Say hi to everybody. Even though if you'd come here, she'd take off running. But anyway, we are a proud member of John's program, and we are Santa approved. This is a really cool program that John does with programs all over the nation. And what it is, if you're a company that does things that supports other people, that takes care of other people, your company can become Santa approved. I'm very proud that Community Pay It Forward, Community Dare to Care, and the PAC channels are Santa approved. It means a lot to me. Really, I love the recognition because it means that somebody's out there seeing what we're doing and supporting it, like yourself. We appreciate that. So, very proud to be Santa approved. So, during our show, during our interview there, I was able to get a couple things done. And one of the things that I was able to get done was driving me crazy after I realized it. And I changed the picture. And now we've got poker chips on one side, and we got chili pots, crock pots of chili. So now the chili cook-off and poker for pediatrics is complete. It looks so much better. And again, you can get that by scanning the QR code in the corner of the screen. All you can eat ticket for $10. $5 on the day of the event if you bring a new book. It has to be a new book. And when I say a new book, I mean anything from children's book to journals for the for the younger adult, not adult, but the older kids, journals, art, color books, stuff like this. Fun things for the children. Things that'll occupy them, things that'll keep them busy. So you bring in books. Please make sure that the books equal at least of $5. Help us out here. So, come on, bring in some books, and you can get your all-you-can-eat chili ticket for $5. We'll also have a couple of the other fixins, some cheese and Fritos, and for us people who, are normal,
we'll also have some homemade cinnamon rolls by a fat guy who likes homemade cinnamon rolls. Yeah, that's right. I'm making them. So please just scan the QR code in the corner and you can find the you'll come to this form, and when you come to this form, you just you read down the events. It's $25 for a crock pot of chili to enter it, and $50 for the for a seat at the poker for pediatrics. $10 all you can eat ticket, or $5 when you bring a qualified gift. And again, that is available at the door only. So, but that is coming up this Sunday at Key Largo Lounge here in Greeley. Again, Key Largo Lounge, Greeley, Colorado. If you are in the Colorado area, if you're in Cheyenne, Denver, Colorado Springs, we're a short jaunt for a great cause. If you make it here, we will share with you the gifts to give to hospitals in your town. Sorry about that. The chili cook-off was not the only change I made. I was also able to update the video times on A Miracle of a Community That Cares. For a $50 donation, you get a 5-minute video introducing your business and sending holiday wishes and gratitude to community, people in the community, your family. Show your business, show your support, show love, show caring, and show kindness. Sponsor number 2 gets a 10-minute video plus your company logo on the CommunityPayItForward.us website linked to your site. That's a $100 donation. Sponsor number 3 is $250 for a 15-minute video, linked logo on the website, an information booklet. That means that we will change the information booklet that is on the top of this screen right here. We will add you right here on the bottom. I know it's a little hard to see, but if you each page has different logos on it. For different sponsors, your name and logo, or your logo, will be added there. So $250, that's where that appears. 15-minute video. And your company name will scroll once an hour throughout the broadcast. Sponsorship number 4, everything from above, and a 30-minute appearance during the broadcast for a personal message and company overview. We're going to bring you on. We're going to let you talk about your company for 30 minutes, all right? This is a $350 package. But you know what? Look, everything that we're doing is trying to get books in hospitals everywhere, okay? Everything that we're doing is trying to make life better for people. We'll be trying to help families. We're trying to create a miracle. We need your help to do this. So please, scan this QR code, become involved in any way you can. Are you good at social media? By God, we need your help, because I am not. And that's just not a joke. I just don't quite understand social media. My wonderful, wonderful wife does a great job trying to get everything out there, and she really is. She does such a wonderful thing, trying to help me maintain social media. But we need your help to spread the word. This is important, not just to me, hopefully to you. We really want you to join us. We really want you to be part of a miracle, of a community that cares. Get involved however you're comfortable. If you are a children's author and you'd like to come on and you'd like to read your books, reach out to us. When you come on and read your books, we're going to find somebody to sponsor your hour. When that happens, we're going to let people know about your talent. We're going to have a little bit of fun about it. We're going to raise some money and we're going to help out some people. This is new. It's ambitious. We really want to make something good happen here. Moms, dads, teachers, Sunday school instructors, babysitters. We need your help. One of the ways that you can help sponsor us is by listening to this groovy little ditty. I hate the fact that every time I hear that song, I just want to start dancing around it. I almost want to get that song for my ringtone. It's just, it's really kind of neat. I like it. But we need you to help us create some gift collection boxes for books in your local hospital. When we collect these books in your town, it's not to come to Colorado. Unless, of course, you live in Colorado. It's for your area, your hometown, for your hospitals, for your pediatric wards. Community Pay It Forward is just going to tell people where these books are located, where these drop boxes are located. Let people know that you are an official member of Community Dare to Care and a miracle of a community that cares. Let people know that it's okay to go on ahead and do that and to sign those books and make sure that we get these books to the kids in your area. This, again, is another chance for you to be part of a miracle of a community that cares. It all starts this Sunday with the chili cook-off and toy drive right here, Poker for Pediatrics and toy drive right here in Greeley, Colorado. Look, Cheyenne, you guys are 45 minutes away. I made that ride all the time. Going up to the VA hospital. Come on down. Watch Denver play Baltimore again. There's no excuse that, hey, I get to go to the game. Well, unless you're flying to Baltimore, no, you're not. Come, kick back with us, enjoy the game, enjoy some wonderful chili, wonderful people, but most importantly, make a difference for kids in communities, kids who have to go through something very scary. Come and join us. Key Largo Lounge, right here in Greeley. Soterios
Thank you very much for what you're doing. Thank you very much for being a strong partner with Community Pay It Forward for all these years. Brother man, I love you. I thank you. And, it's time. It's time. And yes, I'm staying hidden so I don't get sick again. Oh, God, last year sucked with that. So, folks, again, you can get me by reaching out to my card right here. It is my digital business card. All my information is on it. All you have to do is click on that. The best way to get a hold of me is that way. But please, please, please get involved somehow. Please remember that our goal at A Miracle of the Community That Cares is making sure that loneliness is not a part of anyone's holiday tradition. We're spreading love, spreading caring, spreading joy, spreading appreciation. So join us. Make sure you get your voice heard. All right? Well, that's it, folks. It's closing down Community Impact. I want to thank you all very much for joining me. My name is Zach Clayton, Community Pay It Forward, Community Dare to Care, and the PAC channels. I want to thank you so very much for joining us. I ask you to please, 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 please get involved any way possible. Please, double, triple, quadruple, please, tomorrow night, make sure you are careful. Kids are out there. Be careful. Don't drink and drive. Stay at home if you can. Keep the kids safe. Let's make sure that this holiday is fun and we don't lose anybody. All right? Please love somebody out there because somebody out here loves you. My name is Zach Clayton, Community Pay It Forward, Community Dare to Care, and the PAC channels. I thank you. Please make sure you're helping somebody because if you're not helping someone, you're hurting everyone. And no one needs to go it alone when we all come together. Please join me again on Monday afternoon as I give you an update. Monday morning, at noon East, 10 o'clock here in the mountain, 9 o'clock Pacific. And then it'll replay at 6 East, 4 Mountain, 3 Pacific. And of course, that means 5 Central. So you'll have 2 chances to watch it on Monday. Until then, please remember, be good to each other, folks. 6 more days of hell. And after that, we're going to really need to be good to each other because there's going to be a lot of pissed off people. There's going to be a lot of happy people. But we need to remember, we're all we've got. Let's just take care of each other, huh? I will see you next week. Have a wonderful day. And until then, my love to everyone.
Show me the way. You wanna hold the heart of Sunset Boulevard. Bring me here, 'cause it's not quite clear to be a part of Sunset Boulevard.